What if you could control a computer with just your mind? This video dives into how Neuralink actually works, not just the hype, but the real science behind the brain chip Elon Musk says could one day let you upload memories or cure paralysis. We'll break it down step by step, from the robot that installs the chip, to how your brain signals are decoded into data. Let's start with the basics. Neuralink's device is called the Link, a coin-sized implant that sits inside the skull. It's designed to interface directly with your brain's neurons. The chip contains 1024 ultra-thin threads, each about 1/20th the width of a human hair. These threads are inserted into the brain's motor cortex using a high-precision surgical robot, because doing this by hand would be impossible. The robot uses a 20-micrometer needle, and it places these threads with micron-level precision, avoiding blood vessels to reduce trauma. So how does the chip read your thoughts? Each thread contains electrodes that can detect tiny electrical signals, the same kind your neurons use to communicate. When your brain thinks about moving your arm, for example, specific neurons in the motor cortex fire. Neuralink records these patterns and sends them to a computer via Bluetooth Low Energy. The chip also contains a custom-designed integrated circuit that amplifies and digitizes these signals in real time. Let's talk about the data. Each electrode can sample brain activity at over 20,000 times per second, giving high-resolution neural data. The neural implant doesn't use traditional cameras, but the surgical robot that installs the chip does. It uses a high-resolution optical camera system that can zoom in at micron-level detail, possibly above 12 MP resolution, to visualize the brain surface and map insertion points. What can this tech actually do right now? Neuralink has already enabled a human test subject to control a computer cursor using only their thoughts. He played video games, moved objects on screen, and even used a virtual keyboard, all mentally. In monkeys, Neuralink allowed mind-controlled typing and gaming, including playing Pong without touching a joystick. But that's just the start. The next goals are restoring vision in blind patients by stimulating the visual cortex, enabling speech in people with locked-in syndrome, connecting chips in multiple brain areas for more complex decoding. Long-term, Elon Musk envisions a symbiosis between humans and AI, where Neuralink allows the brain to access artificial intelligence directly. But there are hurdles. The biggest challenge is scalability and long-term safety. The chip must remain functional for decades without overheating, corroding, or triggering immune responses. Also, decoding thought in real time is still limited by our understanding of how the brain stores complex ideas and memories. Still, the pace of progress is accelerating. And Neuralink isn't alone. Other brain-computer interface companies like Synchron and Blackrock Neurotech are also developing mind-controlled devices, but Neuralink stands out for its surgical precision and ambition. So, could Neuralink really let you upload thoughts one day? Possibly. But even today, it's showing us that the brain is not an impenetrable mystery, it's a system we can read, connect to, and maybe even upgrade. Want to learn more about mind-controlled tech and where the future is headed? Subscribe and stay tuned, because the next video will dive into how brain chips could change memory, communication, and human evolution.